Hey there, Warmonger, a game changer here. So, what is the secret of your success? I think a lot of it will be your units. I mean, you've got one of the best defense stats in SOG. To be fair, certainly at this level, I think there are a few players who've kind of got better. But I mean, it's superb what you're doing. I mean, interested in things I would have set up differently. Yet your stats are on a par with my own. But there you go. It just goes to show that there are different ways of working. The minefields here. I mean, would suggest that you'd be pushing people, to the other side of the base, which I suspect you'd probably not want to do. I mean, I would have, I mean, no doubt people are going to want to get to this wall factory, aren't they? So I would have probably had, a couple of mines here and a couple of mines here just to kind of, get them to flick around that wall and try and get in there. But then you've got the mines accordingly. I mean, I quite like where you've put the war factory here because that wall there is going to give additional, support to it. I like obviously you've gone heavy flak. I like the fact that you've got the airfield right in the middle, so the NEMs are absolutely giving huge, base coverage, which again is probably one of the reasons why you're doing well. You've got one SAM in there. It's double boosted, so I'd probably maybe just go solar boosted on that one. I'd potentially go for another SAM in there as well. I mean, you've got reasonable amount of peacekeepers in there and hydras. I'd maybe drop probably one peacemaker and put in at least one other SAM, if you will, because I think you're going to find that when you get to 65 and above, and certainly into the 70s, there'll be a lot more airstrikes at you. So I think that's probably how the base will evolve. But no, everything's really tidy. Your spawn zones are good. Yeah, I'm just curious what your thoughts are on those mines, just to see how another player feels about it. So you've obviously done it on purpose, and I like what you've done. I wonder if when you're setting up your base, you deploy your fobs covering this side, I suspect, and that's then giving the base kind of the extra coverage from this side, because obviously people often don't want to deploy where the fobs are. Or maybe you engineer that by how you apply your base when you kind of like go into the CPZ, so that players are forced onto your mine side because your fobs are on this side. I suspect that's probably what you're doing, which is, if it is, it's a very deliberate option, because it could fool players into attacking in the ways that you want them, but they don't want. But it almost looks like that's how they would come in, which is very well planned, really. So yeah, I think overall, mate, absolutely fantastic. Great to see. It's very textbook. Just keep obviously evolving and tweaking and adapting as the kind of fours change. The further up you go, you'll tend to find that you'll move away from kind of a certain type of attack that you're going to get, and move towards a different sort of attack. So I think airstrikes are all about where you'll be facing soon, to probably just the extra SAM in there. I mean, that said, you have got obviously the you've got Panzer coming out of your war factory, which is your additional air support, I guess. So you've probably picked that up. But the next level, you'll obviously engage Centurions, and that's then going to be going to go into your war factory, isn't it? Which will mean that you'll need to look at air again, I think. So over that, mate, really well done, absolutely superb, well played.